Yeah, they all know who you are, don't worry. Perhaps some of them haven't met you. Well, just in case you don't know who this is Alfie. Okay, Alfie, there's no need to take a bow. Come. Alfie, can we get on? Right, thank you. Well, I hope you're having a good week. You're having a good week. Oh, I'm so glad. Can I get on talking to the boys and girls? Okay, thank you. Well, as I say, I hope you're having a good week. We're enjoying things again because we're able to see our friends a little bit now, aren't we? We can go to the park and we can meet people outside. It's been quite difficult not being able to meet with people, and sometimes we can really miss our friends. But Alfie, can you imagine what it would be like if you were told that you couldn't meet your friends or your family or anyone else forever? Wouldn't that be awful? It'd be terrible. But that's what our story is about today. Our story is about a group of men who had a very serious illness. No, it wasn't COVID, it was worse than that. It was a thing called leprosy. And these men, because there was no cure for leprosy, and because leprosy was really contagious, they had to live away from everybody else, all on their own. They couldn't see friends or family. They just had to live outside the town, and I think they were very lonely. But one day, they heard some exciting news. They heard that Jesus was coming to town. And they'd heard all about Jesus. They heard how he made blind people to see, and he made deaf people to hear, and lame people to walk. And they thought, wouldn't it be amazing if he could cure us and make us better? So they went looking for him. Now, you know, they couldn't go near other people. Yeah, a bit like social distancing, but this was more than 2 meters. They had to keep way away from everybody, right the other side of the road. As they saw Jesus coming, they shouted with a loud voice, "Jesus, can you help us?" And you know, amazingly, Jesus walked right up to them. And he said to them, "If you want to be made well, go and see the priest. Show yourself to the priest, because only the priest is able to say if you're cured or not." Well, they believed Jesus, because they turned round and started walking off into the town where the priest was. And as they went, suddenly they saw something happen. You see, this horrible disease, it made their hands all twisted and their face was disfigured. And it got worse and worse as it went on. But suddenly as they went along, one of the men turned to the other and said, "Hey, your face, it's back to normal. It's just like it used to be." And another man looked at his hands and said, "My hands are right again. They're cured." And they all looked at each other. And every single one of them were exactly as they should be. There was no sign of leprosy at all. How do you think they felt? Excited, yes. They were so excited. They were jumping and laughing, and they were so pleased. They could go back to their families and see their friends again. And suddenly, life had changed for them. And they all started running off to go and see people that they knew and show them that they were better. But one of them, he stopped. And he thought. And he turned round and walked back the way he'd come. Until he came back to where Jesus was. When he saw Jesus, do you know what he did? He knelt down in front of him. And he said, "Lord, thank you for making me better." Jesus looked at him and smiled. But then he said, "But what about the others? Weren't there 10 of you altogether? Where are the other 9? Didn't they want to say thank you? And the man shook his head. You know, Jesus was pleased and yet sad. He was pleased to see the man so happy, but he was sad that the others hadn't even bothered to go and say thank you. He said to the man, your faith has made you better. Go, enjoy your life. And the man went, and he had a completely different life from there on. A happy one. But you know, boys and girls, there's something for us there, and something for you too, Alfie. Always remember to say thank you. Yeah, Jesus did an amazing thing that day. But imagine if somebody's done something really special for you and you forget to say thank you. It's really good to say thank you. And of course, one of the people we need to say thank you to is Jesus, because he's given us so much. And above all else, he came into this world so he could die on the cross because he loved us, and we need to say thank you for that. Don't you think, Alfie? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Thank you is a good thing to say. Boys and girls, it's been great talking to you. Hope you've enjoyed the story, and see you again soon. Bye for now.